Hustle. Get the business, build the business, then you get the cash. Then you flip it, we unscripted, don't forget to laugh. Hustle. Don't forget to laugh. Grind hard, align stars, and as the time pass, hustle. And humor by task, we get the last laugh. Hustle. And humor, now tap in.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Hustle and Humor Podcast, where we grind hard but laugh harder. Yo, I'm gonna tell you, it's me, my boy DC, Hyphen in the building.
You know what it is.
And man, listen, sometimes we have guests cancel on you, but we don't never cancel. As an entrepreneur, you gotta know off top. Man, canceling is not acceptable. You gotta do what you gotta do. So we back at y'all for the 1-2 piece. We're not gonna be as long this time. I know you already got a free workshop. You got tapped in with extra jewels last time. Right now, we're getting ready to count down. We got one episode left until we end our first season. Our first season, oh dang. Phone on. You know what? Ain't no guest on here, man. The phone could be on loud. You know what I'm saying? We set the rules. Yo.
Unprecedented.
So, I don't even remember what I was saying, man. Phone took me off. Look, I do remember what I was saying. What I'm saying, we got one episode left till we end this season 1. And I'm telling you what's dope about it. At the end of season 1, it's not a lot of people that do this. At the end of season 1, we are having a Hustle and Humor alumni dinner. It's a private dinner for, hey, I know some of y'all out there watching gonna bite this idea. It's cool, I got you. It's a private dinner for guests who have been on the podcast, and we're gonna level up right there in that meeting. Like, it's not just gonna be a regular dinner. Now, I got one of my millionaire coaches coming. He doing his thing, and we got a lot of other stuff. I can't give y'all everything because it's exclusive for the guests who are there. So if you haven't been a guest on the pod, man, listen, and you want to get behind the scenes, you want to tap in with our network for free, you want to sit next to the millionaires we sit next to, you want to sit next to the CEOs, the founders, the people who are into tech and all of that, you just got to be here. So make it your thing to make sure that you get a guest slot on Hustle and Humor. And don't waste the opportunity. Because I can tell you one thing about how we rock. On our show, if you ghost us, we ghost you.
And that's real.
Like, because in the world, if you no call, no show, you get fired.
Because you're showing me what you think I'm valued. It's my work.
Yeah, facts.
You know
facts.
So the golden rule is treat others the way that you want to be treated. So if you treat me that way,
then that's
the way you want to be treated.
That's the way you want to be treated. So hey, it's up. Like, because you got to understand, we got great momentum. We're moving forward. We got all kind of stuff popping off, and I'm excited about this alumni dinner.
Oh yeah.
The alumni dinner is Sundays. Before we get to the alumni dinner, we got a private meet that Thursday. We got the school's gala that Friday. Saturday is just action packed. We got the pod, we got yo pod, we got my pod, we got coffee and conversations, we got free mastermind, we got a private mastermind. Sunday we got the next $1 billion skill workshop. Then we got the alumni dinner. We're gonna be working all week, man. So get ready, get your seatbelt ready. After that though, we got the rest of the month off from school, so we we good.
That is make room for something else.
Hey, that's all, man. We probably gonna be working during that time. Probably take about a day off and get to working. I'm gonna hit a couple things before we get out of here, though. I saw this and I want to talk about it because most people miss this completely. For entrepreneurs out there, doing it ugly until it's pretty.
Oh man.
And pause. Doing it ugly until it's pretty.
Yeah.
Starting before you're ready. Somebody said, "Man, I gotta get ready." You're never gonna be ready. It doesn't matter. You're never going to get ready. You just got to go. I just seen a video yesterday that said when ESPN started, they didn't even have running water in the building it was in. Folks don't understand. ESPN didn't have the money to even pay their people. ESPN had a dream and a wish. Satellite TV had just came out. The reason ESPN even ended up working is because satellite TV had just came out. And this is like, I want to say this late 70s or early 80s or something like that. Satellite TVs had just came out. And they were one of the first people to jump on being able to take advantage of satellite TV. But the actual building they was in, no running water, like nothing. They didn't have nothing. ESPN has a hustle story from the bottom. So if ESPN can hustle, did they start before they ready? Netflix started before they were ready. Everybody who got a entrepreneurial story, there is no, the perfect time to start is now. Like right now is the perfect time to start. That's it. The conditions are never going to favor you, you know? It's like, man, I want to get some food, but I want to eat when the sun outside is perfect. It got to be not too hot, not too cold, not raining, not too windy. Man, just go get some food, man. If you wait for the perfect time, you ain't gonna never it ain't gonna never happen, man. Imperfect websites, like, okay, if you got a website, I put my first book out. There's mistakes in my book right now, but I sold hundreds of copies of that book. So I mean, you gotta, hey, somebody, I remember Nashira came to me. She was like, I found like all these mistakes in your book. I was like, did you buy it? She was like, yeah, I bought it. I was like, well, we even. She didn't understand at that time. You already bought the book, mistakes and all. Part of that is it just had to get out. Like, I paid for the editing. I did the person who edited it was supposed to edit out the mistakes. Any mistakes they didn't catch, listen, it's go time. If I sit around and wait to put this book out, it's never coming out. And that's the thing folks gotta understand. Do it ugly until it's pretty, man.
It's like you gotta the world's best cooks aren't the best cleaners. You know what I'm saying? They make a mess while they cook, and that's what I'm saying. So after a while, you will start to develop the skill to clean as you go.
Facts.
But that doesn't mean you shouldn't not get in the kitchen and whip. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you got to just get it, go after it, and then perfect it on the way.
On the way.
It's better to do something and mess up than to overthink it and never do it.
Never do it, yeah. I be telling the children in class that you're never as good the first time as you are the 10th time. And you're never as good the 10th time as you are the 100th. It's like playing a video game. The first time you play it, you're trying to figure the buttons out. You don't know which way to go. You don't know what the character do. Then all of a sudden you get into a little groove. You start getting really good. By the time you want to time 100, just think about anything that has repetitions to it. If you shooting free throws, first free throw, all right. But once you get into that groove, money. So, man, repetition is the key to success, man. So you just got to start. You just got to do it. You got to start. The first time you give a speech, the first time you write a book, the first time you hold a workshop, the first time you do anything in the public, it's going to be nasty work.
Yeah.
It's going to be nasty work. But the second time, you're going to learn from that first time. The second time, going to go a little bit smoother. The third time, you're going to be ready. By the time you get to like time number 10, you're like, I actually do this. By the time you get to the 100th, the butterflies you had on time, you have a whole new set of butterflies because you'll be on a whole new different level. You know what I'm saying? So, man, do it ugly until it's pretty. That's the best way to go about doing anything entrepreneurial. That's the best way I can inspire somebody. Just start. Whatever you got right now, start. You don't got the money? Still start. You don't got the network? Still start. You might not even have the product. Still start. You might not have nothing but a dream and an idea. Write it down. Like, go through the list. What do you actually have right now that you can actually do? You know?
Yeah, I'm thinking about what you had said about the sandwich shop from across the street. Bread from I won't say McDonald's. Bread from Walmart. Lunch meat from Walmart. It's not fancy in there. You know what I'm saying? You order a sandwich, it's $7, you leave. You know what I'm saying? So
Simple.
I know that they open and they didn't even really have a real POS system.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? They was only taking cash. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta just get out there and you gotta start. Even when I first started, like I'm a creative consultant. And even when I first started, I didn't have all the answers. You know what I'm saying? But I had the testicular fortitude to know that if I get out here, I can make it happen.
No, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so,
man.
You know, like you said, do it ugly because, you know, entrepreneurship ain't pretty.
Hey, man, everything is difficult until it becomes easy. Everything is difficult until it becomes easy. So I hope y'all got that lesson, picked up that lesson. We're going to move on from that. Now, I do want to say this to entrepreneurs. If you're on your journey, starting your journey, no matter where you're at in your journey, make sure you document the process. Document as much stuff as you can document, man. Document the process. Why? Because you can always turn around and sell the process to somebody else. So let's say your business goes from point A to point B to point C. You might not be able to get nobody to point D, but a person that's on point A will buy how to get from point A to point C from you because you've done it. So document. That's how you create SOPs. Right. You create SOPs by documenting the process. How does this happen? What's the function of this? What system do we use for this? How do we do that? How often do we do this? You gotta ask those questions. Document. Okay, whether you're a photographer, whether you're a speaker, whether you're an author, you could be a teacher in a classroom. Document the process. No matter what it is, document the process. Because a lot of times we don't document the process. And what also happens is some journeys look really difficult and people don't see the excitement on the journey. But like for me right now, I'm gonna tell you what I do right now. When I wake up at 3:30 in the morning on a consistent basis, it's exciting. Because now I'm making, like, I have a goal in mind with a target. So every time I get to work towards that target is exciting. Do I want to wake up at 3:30 in the morning every single day? No, I don't. But when I wake up, I don't complain. I'm not a person who talks about Mondays. Oh, Monday. You should be grateful you get a Monday to execute on your idea. If it's firing you up, like I don't need motivation. I'm self-motivated. When I wake up, I got all motivation I need. My babies motivate me. Bills motivate me, right? My dreams motivate me. Things I want to do motivate me. I got all the motivation I need when I wake up. So I don't gotta, and if I don't, guess what I could do? I go on YouTube, I turn on Eric Thomas, I turn on Les Brown, I turn on Tony Robbins, I turn on Jim Rohn. I want to turn on something that's gonna motivate me. I turn on one of those channels that got all kind of motivational speeches on it. I'm gonna listen to something to put my mindset in the mood, and here's the trick. You are whatever your thoughts tell you you are. That's it. It's that simple. You are whatever your thoughts tell you you are. If you think that you're not lit, you're not gonna be lit.
It's like, what do you use to fill up your tank? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you use to fill up your tank if you're on the go? You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, like Eric Thomas. You know, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you got to play a trick on. I listen to Eric Thomas a lot, and sometimes I don't want to listen to Eric Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't want to hear what he got to say. Sometimes I want to be a bump on the log. Sometimes I want to sit in my own mess. You know what I'm saying? But I know how I operate. That if I listen to this enough, my subconscious will kick in, and it will take over for me. It'll be like what's the when you're driving and it'll turn into cruise control.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something. For me, I got a rejection email and it made me really excited. A rejection email was exciting for me because it meant somebody saw my email. And that's the first stage wasn't about getting accepted. My first stage is anybody looking at what I'm doing? Is it being seen? So somebody rejecting it saying, hey, it doesn't fit at this time, that's great. Because that means I'm one email closer to somebody saying it does fit. And I also know people looking at it. So attitude determines altitude. It's all about how you view whatever's going on. So for me, oh, they rejected me? Cool, because guess what else happens also? In the back of my mind now, no just means not now. So now when I go someplace where I'm not rejected and I'm lit, the place that saw me that didn't want me was like, oh, he lit over there. Now they looking at me like, you know what? Let me rethink that. Can you send us that email again? We might want to pull you in because now we see you lit over there. We see you lit over there. We see you lit over there. We want some of that over here. So it's all about perspective, man. Rejection, being told no, it's not a permanent thing. It's just something that happens right now. That's why you gotta document. Man, ooh.
And also your documentation lets you know how far you've come, how far you've come from your starting point. You know what I'm saying? You may not be at your finish line yet, but look how far you have come from where you started. You know, I only knew chapter 1 and chapter 2 of that book, but now I'm teaching all the way up to chapter 5. Like I'm not. It's 12 chapters in the book, but I'm making progress.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
So you know, sometimes you need that. So those hard days, you can look at your small victories.
Man, something that a lot of entrepreneurs do that it really, I dealt with this week. You can't say, I'm going to wait till I become successful to be excited about what I'm doing, because success always moves. So for me, it was like, hey, hold on. You're moving the goalposts every time. At one time, success was opening a beauty supply store, but then I opened a beauty supply store. But then success was like, all right, can we make $20,000 in a month? We made $20,000 in a month. Then it was like, all right, now we're not getting no customers. Now success is just getting customers to come through the door, right? As we went through the progression of that beauty supply store, success kept moving forward. Then it was, oh, we opening a school up. So now we got the school and the beauty supply store. Oh, but now every time success moves, because now success is just getting the school ran. All right, well, we got 7 students to start the school. All right, we just grew to 25 students. Now success is doubling 25 to 50. It's always moving. The real success is being in the moment, being present, and enjoying the journey. Like, the destination is nowhere near as important as the journey. Yes, along the way, you want to collect things, you want to do things, you want to make money, you want to position yourself, but the destination is not as important as the journey. Just make sure that your destination is taking. I mean, your journey is taking you towards your destination, because it's if you imagine going to get in a boat, and your destination is to get to the west coast of Africa, and you like, yo, where's this boat headed? And you like, oh, is that Antarctica? Your your journey is taking you to Antarctica instead of the west coast of Africa. You're not going where you're supposed to be going, right?
All right, what J. Cole said, he's like, good news is that I came a long way.
Oh yeah.
You know, bad news is I went the wrong way.
Went the wrong way. Yeah, that's crazy. And that's what happens to us a lot of times. Make sure you're staying, but you got to keep yourself on point. See, the thing about getting excited about ideas is, even when I'm at my most tired, the one thing that gets me excited is those ideas. I might not want to get out of bed. I might just want to eat, lay around, be lazy, do whatever. But what gets me out of bed is the excitement behind an idea. That idea triculate. Am I saying that? Triculate? Is that a word? Matriculates? Matriculates?
Blackanese.
Yeah, we're going to say, listen, y'all know what I'm trying to say. That idea runs through, it permeates through everything. I know that word, right? So, hey, man, you got to hit an excitement phase. You got to go through you got to document everything, but don't be scared to be excited, even when the big things aren't happening. One day you might get that car, but be excited right now. If I had to ride the bus, I'd be excited about it. Whatever I got to do at this moment, I'm excited about it, because I can see what's coming that other people can't see. Right now, you just see this version of me. I see the version of me when my podcast is super lit. Right now, you see this version of me. I see the version of me when I'm rocking 50 major stages every year, 100 major stages every year, different universities, different campuses. Right now, my classroom is this size. I see the version of me when my classroom is triple this size. Like, I can see it. It doesn't matter to me if nobody else can see it. I can see it. That's what I work towards. That's what keeps me excited. So make sure y'all document the process, but don't be scared to show excitement, man. You gotta show excitement, man. You gotta show excitement. Another thing, we just gonna cover like 5 quick points and we out of here, y'all. This is something I don't know if it's particular to the Black community or what, but as an entrepreneur, you gotta understand that people are gonna think because you're an entrepreneur that you're rich.
Oh yeah.
They're just gonna think it. Like, they're gonna think you got money, bro. It doesn't matter what you're going through. They're gonna think that.
Bro, I got my own business standing at the food pantry line. You know what I'm saying? People looking at you crazy,
Man.
like, I thought you got your own business. Why are you in the food pantry line? I'm in the food pantry line because I own my own business.
Exactly.
You know, it's not an overnight success. It's a continuous grind. It's strategy. There's like you said, make sure you have measurable deadlines and outcomes that you want to see. You know, like, man, like, just because you own your own business, people, you right, bro. People like, oh man, you balling. You got
crazy,
it,
bro.
You got it. No,
Hey,
I don't.
When I went to Atlanta to go to I didn't even know it was a Social Proof alumni dinner. When I went to Atlanta to go to that Social Proof alumni dinner, I traveled to Atlanta with my link card in my pocket. I don't know if folks understand. I did not have the money to make it to Atlanta. I don't even know how I got the money to get there. I damn sure didn't have the money for a hotel. I damn sure didn't have the money I didn't have money for none of that. I had to figure it out as I was going. But people assume because I was excited. People assume because of the people around me, the people I met, the people I know. But I met a lot of people in that room. So people assume, oh, I seen you in a thing with 19 Keys. Okay, well, yeah, you did, because he was at the same thing I was at. But that doesn't mean my business is popping. As a matter of fact, one of the coldest things ever told to me was told from Marquell Russell. He said, was it Mark? No, I'm sorry, not Marquell Russell. Shout out to Marquell Russell, though, Strategic Scale Institute. It was my man Red Hat. My man Red Hat said to me, he said, bro, why would we waste time talking about all the things that I've achieved in business? How will that help your business? And I had to think about it for a second. He like, oh yeah, he got $1 million contract? Yeah, but what that got to do with me? Oh, Red Hat, you've been able to make, I don't know how much money he had raised at that time. It was something crazy. Millions of dollars though, right? Like my guy Red Hat, shout out to Red Hat. He lit, super lit, right? But he's like, how will what I've achieved help you? It gives credibility to who he is, that he can help you. But ain't no need in sitting there for him to go over what he done accomplished, because what he's accomplished, how is it gonna help me? Right. You know what I'm saying? So, man, listen, I know people think because you got a business, you automatically rich, or why are you working this job? That's a big one. If I'm an entrepreneur, how can I work this job and be an entrepreneur? Because you got to live until your business is not a multi-million-dollar producing tool yet. Right now, your business is in its infancy. This is the best way that I can say it. What infant do you know takes care of you? If you give birth to a baby, if your business is a baby, you give birth to this baby, what baby do you expect to take care of you? You got to grow the baby until the baby is big enough and strong enough to go for itself. If you have a child, you don't expect that child to take care of you as a kindergartner or as a toddler, as an infant. Even as that child is in 5th grade, they go through 5th grade graduation. You don't turn to that child and say, well, now it's your turn to pay me back. Even when that child graduates 8th grade, you don't turn to that child and be like, well, you made it now. Even when they graduate high school, that child not gonna go independent probably until they got a college degree or they got a job in a market that pays enough. And nowadays children stay at home with their parents longer than ever. So you can't expect your baby, your business, to take care of you as soon as you drop it. You got to give that thing time to grow. And a lot of us, we rush into it. Like a girl, when she came to the workshop, like, how long you have your business? 2 months. And then what? And then I moved on to a new business. It didn't work.
Wasn't making enough time.
Yeah, it's only been 2 months. How many people even knew about this business? Like, I posted it on social media. You only got 100 social media friends.
That's it.
Yeah, and nobody's even seeing this on social media. You got the views thing in the corner. Views say 7. So those 7 people that saw your post on social media were supposed to save your business. They're supposed to come to you like, listen, we see this grand business idea you have, and we want to.
And like, customers don't owe you their business.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? You have to make it so that I want to come spend my dollar with you. You know what I'm saying? What's the quality? What is the service like? Do I want the product? I say this a million times all the time that support will bring me to your doorstep, but good business practices will keep me coming back. I can only support you for so long. I need a quality product from you.
No, facts. Support. Only in the black community do we say stuff like support. Because I never hear other communities like, I'm about to go support Walmart. I'm about to go support Target. I'm about to go support. We say that to each other because we don't plan on being lifetime customers. But I know one thing, I see the same folks in Walmart. When I go to Walmart, I see the same folks there consistently. Like, it's a consistent thing when I see these folks at Walmart. So, hey, y'all, understand something. Entrepreneurs are not rich just because they got a business. As a matter of fact, don't confuse big corporations with individual owned businesses. We're not even playing the same game. It's 2 different games being played. Major corporations usually there's venture capitalist money, there's investors, there's other corporations that already have money. So it's easy to start a corporation when you got people that got multi-millions of dollars that they can throw towards your business to put you in the game. It's a lot different when you like, yo, I got the money from my check after I pay rent, car note, laundry, groceries, whatever left over. I got $50 to start a business. Those are 2 different businesses. Yeah. So don't compare yourself to those and feel less because you're not on the same level as Microsoft, Google, Nike, Facebook, Amazon. These are major platform business corporations. Not the same as your LLC that you just went and got with the last little money you saved up to go register your LLC. So don't fall for that trap, y'all. All right. A couple more things. We're gonna get up out of here. Let me send this link right quick, man. I'm multitasking 2 things at the same time, but it's all good. I need folks to get these tickets. Y'all don't understand why we doing this why we doing this podcast. We working at the same time. So I'm on here because we selling tickets to our school's gala coming up. And I need to respond to these people in real time. This is the life of an entrepreneur. Y'all seeing it in real time. I need to respond to these people to make sure they get their tickets today. Because if you give people out, they'll start forgetting. They'll start making excuses. The dog will tell you that the human bit its homework. All of a sudden, the baby had a stroke. Like somebody got bit by a bee. Something gonna happen.
Yeah, it's supposed to be cloudy that day. I ain't gonna be able to make it.
Yeah. Man, I heard the atmosphere is,
air supposed to be thin that day.
Yeah, man. I can't really breathe out there and that type of stuff. So I can't even make it. So you got to stay on top of it. That's a lesson right there on the spot. All right. 2 more and we out of here. This one is why people stay stuck. Really simple. Why people stay stuck. There's a lot of reasons why you can stay stuck in business. We just did a whole workshop on clarity. And a lot of people stay stuck because there's just no clarity about your business. Nobody knows exactly what it is that you do, and you can't clearly tell people what do you do. You can't say, I help X do Y by Z. So since you can't say that, nobody really knows what you do. And a lot of businesses in the hood won't really know what you do. Dude, I seen a girl, G. Oh, true story. She told me she babysits, does taxes, sells clothes, makes plates. I'm like, yo, you do all of that? So then what's she actually known for? She getting money?
She better off saying that she owns her own swap meet.
Man.
You know, like you said something very powerful last week. You were like, we talk about 7 streams of revenue, but that 7 streams of revenue should be coming from one pool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think we get that mixed up. We just think 7 streams mean I need to be doing 7 different things that have absolutely nothing to do with one another, so that I can feel busy, I can be tired, and I can complain and say that I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
No, you a hustler, baby.
Yeah.
And you a grinder. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you want to go on your Facebook page and tell people, like, man, this entrepreneur life is tough. That's cool. You're still not making no money, though. Right? No, that's cool, man. So, yeah, man, I think a lot of people stay stuck, man. They be waiting for permission. Somebody asked me, who allowed you to start your school? I'm like, God. What you mean, who allowed me to start my school? God did. You heard the song? God did. Man, entrepreneurs be... Another thing I notice of why people stay stuck is a lack of confidence. And the lack of confidence comes because there's a lack of clarity. It's hard to be confident in something that you're not clear about. Like, if you say 1 + 1, people are confident the answer is 2 because you heard it enough. You got the confidence to be like, it's 2. But if I ask you a question about a math problem that you never take before, so you never did fractions, and I say, what's 4/5 plus 3/5, and you never took fractions before, you're gonna be like, I don't know, because you're not gonna have the confidence in what it is that you're offering as a solution, or what you're offering to people. But confidence, really, as an entrepreneur, will carry your business, man. Confidence, you got to talk to folks like it's already done. I just don't know another way to do it. Like, right now, we're selling these tickets while we're doing this podcast. I'm talking to folks like, what time you coming to pick your tickets up? They're like, tickets for what? The tickets you about to buy for this gala. Right. They're like, oh, man, what's the word? How much is it? It's $55 per ticket. Oh, man, $55 per ticket. All right, let me get 2. Let me get 3. Let me get 1. Whatever. I got to talk to people like that because I'm confident. Listen, we got to sell these tickets. There is no other option. There's nothing in between. It's just we got to get in, make it happen. Since there's nothing in between, I don't have time to sit around and waste. So you got to have confidence as an entrepreneur. Another thing we sit around and do, especially in the Black community, we wait for funding. This one is huge. The funding ain't coming. There ain't no grant coming to save you. There ain't no magical investor out of the sky coming to save you. There ain't nobody's coming to save you. You got to save yourself. Like, the funding is not coming.
You got to swim.
Man, you gotta create environments to fund yourself. Because we know historically, like, yeah, you could go to SBA. Yes, you could go like your SBDC in your city. Yes, you can go to like your local government and see if they have any grants available. But grants are competitive. It's not even a guarantee. So you can't stake a business on something that's not even a guarantee. If I get this money from this grant, I'll start. No, just start. You gotta just start, man. All of the grants that I've ever won in life came because I was already doing work. I've never won a grant, and I've won several grants. And the grants come because work is being done. Grants ain't never come when no work was being done. So you can't say you waiting for funding. What's the other one? They say grants, loans. Oh, will my credit get right? Listen, go grind right now. Even people that wait, even when you go get fill out your LLC or your EIN, one of the main questions the IRS asks you is your business in commerce? They want to know, are you already making money? They want to see motion. They're not about to give you no trademark, no copyright, and you're not in motion. I don't think. I'm not a professional copyright attorney, but when I filled out the paperwork for my copyright, it said, is your trademark in commerce right now? Yes, it is. I'm already out here doing business. I'm not waiting. So you can't wait on funding. Here's another big one. You also can't wait on support. Oh. Man, my friends ain't supporting me. My mom don't believe in me.
Well, that's because your mom and your friends aren't your target audience. They can't afford your product.
Man.
And that's another, you need to know who your people are who your demographic is, so that you can, does your price point meet your demographic?
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? Will it keep them coming back? Or are you trying to sell a Rolls Royce to somebody getting off the city bus?
Man, talking about, man, they won't support me. They're not supposed to support you, man. And here's another thing about your friends and family too. Your friends and family don't know the version of you that you're becoming. They don't know the version you currently are or who you're becoming, because you're not that person yet. So when they see you, they see the old you that they knew. Oh, that's Lil Hen from when he was this big and he used to do these things, right? You ever notice sometimes you get older and the family still give you like a childhood nickname?
Yeah.
Because in their mind, you're locked into who you were with that nickname. They have not been able to process you growing into who you are. Like, no, I like that new Drake line. He said, my name will be changing soon from the boy to the man. You gotta put some respect on that. Like, you're not the same person, but the only way your friends and family will support is if over a protracted period of time, they see, wait a second, this ain't the same person.
This is who he is.
And this is who he is. Like, that's a different reality than you talk. You can't talk your way into being successful. You got to have the actions and results that say, listen, this is what I do. And success don't mean that you got a bunch of money. Success don't mean that you on the cover of Forbes. Success, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, what's your consistency like? Are you consistently going after your dream? Or do we know if we give it 2 months, just 2 months, like Sister said, 2 months from now to be a new thing. It's going to be something completely different 2 months from now. So like, oh, that's the brother, sister who always keep flipping their business. They never stay consistent.
Now you have a reputation.
Man, that's your reputation. Last thing to keep us stuck, man, I think I talked about this already, waiting for perfect timing. There ain't no such thing as perfect timing. What you're waiting for, the perfect time is now. You might not be here tomorrow. You might be dead tomorrow. You might be hospitalized tomorrow. You might be in a car accident tonight. Ain't no perfect time. Get started now. Why put off today? Why put off tomorrow what you can do today? Like, tomorrow is not a guarantee. We talk about time as though it's guaranteed to us, man. I was losing homies before I graduated high school. So time wasn't promised to them. Man, when I got out of high school, I had one of my guys I came up with, he ended up getting we found out he had stage 4 cancer. He found out late. Stage 4. Time not guaranteed. We knew he was finna be up out of here. Like, just like that, man. Brother, get out the hospital, had surgery. Doctors told him not to go outside. He went outside, man. We lost a homie. He got pneumonia inside his body and in other areas and whatnot, man. Time is not promised. Man, had one homie, he stole a semi, took the police on a high-speed chase, and then said he wasn't going to jail, hop out the semi with a gun out. You know what's going to happen. You know how that story ended. And that story ends how you think it's going to end. Time not promised. And I bet you, if you could ask him, before you make this decision, how about you do this work first and what you believe in and do that first? Because that's a better decision. So you can't wait for the perfect time, man. You got to just get up and go. Last thing before we get out of here, y'all. Last thing before we get out of here. I need you to know, nobody believes in you until it works. Now, here's the thing. Let me not say nobody. The right people will believe in you at idea phase. The right people will believe in you at idea phase. We just talked about your family. Your family may not believe in you because they saw little you. They saw you when you was playing with toys and trucks and Barbies and whatnot. They saw you get in trouble through school. They saw you getting bad grades. They saw you and knew you as that. So family skepticism is really natural. Most people not going to believe in your vision until it works. Just think about it. If Jeff Bezos came to you in the early 90s and said, hey, listen, I need $10,000 for Amazon. It's going to be this book, because at that time it's supposed to be a book, like a book rental club or something like that. It's supposed to be a book club. Listen, this book club is going to grow into the largest business on earth. I need you to give me $10,000 and I'll make you a billionaire. You're like, man, if you don't get out of my face, how is a book club going to make me a billionaire, right? Now Amazon is what it is. Imagine Mark Zuckerberg coming to you like, one day I'm going to design digital media that's going to change the way people socialize with each other across the entire planet, but the internet don't exist yet. You're not putting the money up probably. Oh, do you know how many people got offered? Now, I didn't get this offer, so I can exclude myself. Do you know how many people got offered Bitcoin in 2007 when it was a dime? Imagine buying 10,000 Bitcoin for a dime and holding on to them until the pandemic hit. Not even where it's at now. Now, last time I checked Bitcoin, it was like $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. But if you bought it at a dime, you're at 1 gazillion% profit. Even if you spent $100, you make that off of one coin. Everything else is you make that off of a percentage of a percentage of a percentage of a percentage of a coin. Everything else is profit. Matter of fact, y'all might have heard the story about dude who bought Bitcoin, didn't know its value, so he traded it in for pizza. My man bought two. Yeah, it's crazy. My man bought 2 pizzas with his Bitcoin. Hey man, that dude probably they probably got that dude in a padded room right now. Hey, and it probably was something nasty like Papa John's. It probably was. He probably got Little Caesars.
Don't respect him. Nothing.
You're not my real dad. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like him no more. I walk myself, man.
Yeah, hey man, it's cool. Yo, it just happens, man. Look, when you first start your business, you're gonna get community skepticism. People in the community gonna be like, yeah, that's all right. I'm gonna tell you why. Because right now, there's people that come up to me and talk to me about business all the time. And at this point, I've been in business long enough not to believe them. I don't even believe most people when they talk to me about business because where's the consistency? I need to see if you approach me, let me tell you a real story, DC, real story. Buddy hit me up, asked me, can they get $100,000 loan? I said, $100,000 loan? This got to be the boldest, most courageous thing. Talk to me. Talk.
Am I flattered?
Yeah.
Or am I insulted? This is a fucking insult.
I don't know. That's the question.
Because you trolling me?
That's the question. 100 bands? I asked him, yo, what you need 100 bands for? You got a business plan? First question. No. You don't even have a plan. People don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. No business plan. Okay, what is it that you're trying to do? He said, yo, I seen this little lot down the street. I'm like, where is it located? My man said something like Broadway or something like that. I'm like, Broadway? If y'all in our city, you know, nothing there but prostitutes, drug addicts.
And 5 car dealerships.
5 car dealerships and stores that close.
In the police station.
Yeah. No business stays open longer there, stays open there longer than like a year, right?
That's where all the foreigners go.
Matter of fact, Broadway and Kishwaukee, all the way to like Broadway, I think they said in 13th is one of the worst neighborhoods in America. It makes the list every time. So not a good neighborhood. My man said he sees a car lot over there and it's down the street by the projects. It's like Oregon Keys over there, right? Mm-hmm. He sees a spot. He's like, what we could do is we turn it into a car lot. He said, I already know how to pick out cars. I got a good eye. I asked him, how many cars have you ever picked out? He said, well, I picked up my personal car. No, not what do you drive. How many cars have you picked out to sell? None. Do you have a license to get cars from the auction? No. Where are these cars coming from? Man, we'll figure that part out. So you don't have a plan. You want to put this car dealership near the projects in one of the worst neighborhoods in America. Yeah. Okay. Now, $100,000, how much are you paying for cars? Because it don't sound like we can get a lot of cars. And what taxes and licenses do we got to get pulled and permits from the city?
He said you worry about the wrong shit.
Yeah.
I said I saw this lot.
Yeah. He said, yo, you move it. He told me I'm moving wrong. Like, yo, fam, just give me the 100 bands. And I'm thinking in my mind, let's say I'm Boo Boo the Fool, because in the black community we don't know his exact identity.
Hey, niggas be getting scammed.
Hey, Boo Boo the Fool is my name. All right, I give you the 100 bands. You want me to believe that you're not getting fast food that night? You want me to believe that you not finna pop up? Matter of fact, hey, we went to get a grant out here. They told us that they closed the grant down because these folks got it from our community. Unfortunately, they got the grant. Showed up like the next couple of days with a new box truck, mink coat. There's all kind of stuff. I remember they was telling us, I was sitting in the office like, so I can't, me with my legit business who has consistency, who has P&Ls, who has bank statements, who has business credit. I can't get a real grant in this department no more because one of us got the grant and we went and got mink coats and box trucks. I keep saying box trucks, box cars. You know how we do. Old school, white walls. You know what I'm saying? Probably had an 8-track in that joint. I was like,
seats turn all the way around.
My man got fish. He got the little fish bowls in the car. Yo. I'm like,
he got fish in his shoes.
Hey, wild. So, man, listen, man. I'm just saying that it's... You got to have a business plan. You got to know what you're going to do, man. And nobody believes you until it works because people got to see proof that you actually going to stay consistent. Businesses are really about staying consistent while failing long enough to get to success. Most people fail so much that they never stay in long enough to get to success. You like, man, I just keep failing over and over and over. You're supposed to. That's how it works. You fail and you fail and you fail until you get to success. Now, if you're smart, maybe you're smarter than me, you start with a turnkey operation and they give you all of this game up front. But guess what's going to happen the moment that the person who put you into that turnkey operation steps away? Something unexpected is going to happen, right? I remember we wanted to buy a turnkey operation, dry cleaners. So I went and talked to my man that owns a dry cleaner up on Riverside. I'm like, yo, put me on a game about the dry cleaner. He said, well, you can get into business. He said, you won't be my competition. He said, because I'm trying to get out of the business. These are all the problems I face. And I was like, yo, they never told us nothing about none of that. He's like, yeah, these are all the problems. I'm like, man, that's crazy. So look, you get turnkey operation. In business, you're going to fail until you succeed. Everything is difficult until it's easy. Now, last thing about nobody believing in you. Last two things. One, people will actually watch you without supporting. It's so crazy. If you go on like Facebook right now, you see all the people that see your post, and then you look at your actual numbers. So I just looked at a post the other day. It said 88,500 people saw the post. 1,000 people responded.
Damn.
88,500 saw the post. 1,000 people responded. I'm like, yo, this is insane numbers. People will watch and not support.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Until you pop off. Once you pop off, everybody becomes a fan after the success.
I've been there since the very beginning.
Man.
I remember when you started.
Hey, matter of fact, right now, folks got on Spurs jerseys.
Right now, I'm one of them.
Hey.
Man, I knew this young man was going to be so special.
I've been watching Wemby since he was in the 4th grade. Like, what? Folks got on Knicks jerseys right now, and the Knicks got a long record of losing. Folks got on Knicks jerseys right now, like the Knicks been lit.
Sitting right next to Spike.
Sitting there, exactly. Yo, Spike, you ready? Yo, it's crazy. Anyway, y'all, we gave y'all 5 things today, man. Those are 5 things in the entrepreneur game to help aid you in this way. I just know nobody show up to our podcast. We don't have a guest. We still gonna give y'all value. We still gonna feed you something decent. Still gonna get you together. Now, before we get out of here, I need y'all to check something out. We got an event coming up July 11th. You just go to sixfigureclarity.com. That's sixfigureclarity.com. DC and myself, we have an event coming up. It'll be a virtual event, so you can check it out no matter where you're at. It is the 6-figure blueprint, because if you don't have clarity in your business, you do not have a business. You will not be successful in business if you don't have clarity. How can you solve a problem if you don't have clarity on what the actual problem is that you're going to solve? So make sure right now y'all get in early, because tickets are going on sale after June 14th. Yes. Tickets are going on sale. Jump in there right now, sixfigureclarity.com. Go get your ticket right now. It's going to be an amazing event. We've already had this workshop in person twice. Now we're doing it virtual because the demand is there. So I need y'all to go get your tickets right now. That's sixfigureclarity.com. Other than that, man, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode of Hustle and Humor, man. This is where we grind hard and laugh harder. DC, take us out of here, man.
Hey, man, y'all know, don't forget to laugh. Peace.
Easy breezy.